Hey guys, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I know that a lot of you are vegetarians and I can totally understand how a trip to China might have you more than a little anxious about your food options. Vegetarians, you have nothing to worry about coming to China. There are so many veggie-friendly options here in China and I really feel like being a vegetarian is something you don't have to be worried about. But I do feel a little weird sitting here saying that to you because I myself am not a vegetarian. So I thought for this video, I should go vegetarian for the week. So now, without any further ado, I dub thee Amy Lyons vegetarian for the week. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it's breakfast, first and most important meal of the day. Also my first meal as an official vegetarian. So let's just get ourselves to a typical breakfast stand, nothing special, and just see what kind of vegetarian options we can find. So I'm at a local metro station and there's quite a few little breakfast stands here to feed the commuters. So the first thing I want to show you is something called dianbing. It's a great option for vegetarians and it's also just freaking delicious. 一个煎饼可以吗？可以啊。Okay, so as a vegetarian, the first thing you're going to want to know is how to say I'm a vegetarian, don't put meat or I don't want meat. And that is 我吃素，我不要肉. This is very important. 我吃素，不要肉。鸡蛋要不要？啊，鸡蛋要。Dianbing is often served vegetarian anyway, but they have little sausages here that are meat, so it's better just to specify that you're vegetarian just to make sure. Okay, dianbing time. Look, every day that starts with the dianbing is a good day. Like, how can it not be? Egg on the outside, pancake, inside it's crunchy, it's got vegetables, it's got awesome sauce, like, what's not to love? When I lived in Shanghai, this was my go-to breakfast every day for like a year. Day 2 of being vegetarian, so far so good. I'm happy to report I didn't have any slip-ups yesterday. Today I have come to a typical Chinese restaurant, your run-of-the-mill, normal Chinese restaurant. I just wanted to come here to show you guys that wherever you go, even if it's just some Chinese restaurant that you pass on the street, if you go in, there will be things that you can eat there. So let's have a look at the menu, see what we're dealing with here. Oh. First impressions, there are a lot of vegetable options here. There are something like 12 vegetable dishes that we can choose from. Awesome. You've also got a section of bean, and I guess those would be vegetarian also. There's also a great variety of vegetarian appetizers. More often than not, Chinese appetizers will be vegetarian. A lot of, cucumber, a lot of preserved and pickled items. Really delicious things. So one thing to note is even if you order something off the vegetable menu and it looks like there's no meat in it, it'll often come out with a little bit of meat on top as a garnish. It's a very, very normal thing to see. So it's important that when you order, you let them know that you're vegetarian, that you don't want meat. Really, really ram it into their heads, as we learned yesterday, to say that it's 我吃素，我不要肉. And that goes the same for anyone with allergies in China. You need to really make sure that you get your point across to the waiter that you can't eat this or you can't eat that. So here are some helpful phrases for you guys. The phrase for I can't eat is 我不能吃, and then at the end you just want to put whatever it is that you can't eat. For example, 我不能吃肉 or 我不能吃鱼, I can't eat fish, or 我不能吃鸡蛋, I can't eat egg, or even 我不能吃奶制品, I can't eat dairy. But if you actually have an allergy and you want to make it very, very clear that you cannot eat that thing, you want to say the following sentence. 我对 blank 有过敏. I am allergic to blank. For example, 我对花生有过敏 or 我对奶制品有过敏. So that'll just help you get your point across a bit more. I hope it's helpful. So today I've gone ahead and ordered a vegetarian staple, 西红柿炒鸡蛋, which is like egg stir-fried with tomato. It's absolutely delicious, it's super simple, it's hearty, it's a good source of protein. If you're vegetarian or whether you're not vegetarian, it's definitely something you should try. I've come to this awesome restaurant today. I read about it online. It's decorated like a classroom and I'm getting major nostalgia vibes. You've got like the chalkboards here and here and the fans and the cool coolest part of this restaurant is that these tables here are actually made from bunk bed frames, which I think is just super cute. So this is a restaurant that serves malatang. The concept is you basically got this big hot pot of spicy soup, and then you add your own ingredients. So you can come up here, get what you want. It's got everything. Like it's got all of the meats here. It's got the intestines here. So obviously you want to avoid those. But look at this lovely choice of vegetables up here. You've got corn, mushrooms, you've got lettuce, broccoli, all different types of tofu, every kind of tofu under the sun, and noodly stuff. So you will be full leaving this restaurant, and you'll definitely get your 5 veg a day. Lotus root is the bomb. Corn, these are my favorite type of noodles for hot pot. When you put them in the pot, they get really like slimy and chewy. They're so good. Yeah, so basically choose whatever it is that you want, and then go back to your table and cook it. So if you're vegetarian, a good idea might be getting a split pot of hot pot, just so that you can separate the ingredients. So you put yours in your side and your friends put the meat stuff in the other side. Oh yeah. This is the rice noodle I was showing you earlier. It's all floppy and cooked, and you dip it in your sauce and then into the gob. Yeah. So I think hot pot or malatang here is a great option for vegetarians who want to go out with friends, all be together, eating kind of the same thing, and it's the perfect dish to eat with a big group of people and not feel awkward about not eating the same thing. You definitely don't have to be worried about being vegetarian, especially if you live in a big city. There are salad bars galore and healthy Western chains popping up everywhere. This one here is one of my favorites. This is Waggus, and you're gonna find so many salads and, vegetarian options for you. It's your classic, salads / sandwiches / coffees and lovely juices. I really love coming here when I'm having some Western food cravings. Oh, this is interesting. They must have updated the menu. I haven't seen this before. They've got something here called Omni Pork. Omni Pork, and actually looks like it's vegan. I'm just looking up Omni Pork now because I'm super curious. It is a plant-based pork substitute made mostly from shiitake mushrooms, peas, soy, and rice. So yeah, you can definitely relax when it comes to Waggus. They are looking out for the vegetarians and vegans out there. Actually, it's probably one of the only places in China that you'll actually be able to see little vegan or vegetarian V's beside the menu. It's just not really something done in China at normal Chinese restaurants. They won't really point out what is vegetarian and what isn't. Some other salad bars and healthy Western chains I would recommend in China include Element Fresh, Baker and Spice. They have really good bread there. What's another one? Mocha Bros. I think for now you can only find that in Shanghai and Beijing, but it is so on point. So if you're in either of those cities, you should go check that one out. But just keep in mind that these vegetarian, healthy Western chains are only really available in the bigger cities. If you're going to a smaller city, I'm almost certain you're not going to be able to find anything like this, but have no fear, there are a lot of other things you can eat. Oh man, long day today. I'm super exhausted and I'm also super hungry. It's time for dinner. The sun is still bright in the sky, zero shame, and in such a mood as this, Waimai is the only option. Waimai means takeaway in Chinese, and it's a word you'll need to know. And so I thought we could go on this together and see what kind of vegetarian options we can find. What do I feel like? Something hearty, something hot, maybe something a bit carby. Oh, noodles, rice noodles. Oh look, so here we can get some egg fried noodles. That's vegetarian. This is the best. This is like cucumber with a lot of garlic and soy sauce and vinegar. It's absolutely delicious, but it's a side dish. You wouldn't want to get this as a meal. And since I'm hungry as F, cucumber just will not do. Oh look, these are actually some dumplings that are vegetarian. It's just got some greens and egg inside. That's actually just made me realize how many amazing vegetarian dumpling options there are. So tomorrow will be dumpling day. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I want to get. It's even in my most searched items. This is one of my favorite things ever. Let me introduce this deliciousness to you guys. It's called Disanxian. It's from Dongbei, which is the northeast of China, and it's one of my favorite foods in China. It's actually super simple. It's just potato, eggplant, and capsicum all together. It's like a bit of a stir-fry situation there. It's super tasty, super hearty. You will definitely be full after eating this. So I'm gonna get that. This store also has some amazing vegetable options to choose from as well. Look at all those green veg. Altogether, our bill has come to 25 renminbi. Oh, come on, focus. 25 renminbi, which I think is awesome. Being Australian, that's like $5 Australian, which couldn't even buy me a bowl of rice in Australia. And I can expect my delivery in 45 minutes. Cool. Oh, why am I sure? Why am I Yeah, I think it'll be a good one. Here we have the bits of eggplant. Where's some potato? Potato here. Oh, hot. It's super garlicky, saucy without being over the top. Yeah, it's super simple, easy go-to dish. I think this is a perfect meal for vegetarians when they really want to feel full. It's full of carbs and flavor, and the eggplant kind of gives it a meaty-ish texture. Okay, day 6 of being vegetarian, and I'm happy to report I'm feeling really good. There's not been one situation where I've felt awkward or not able to find something vegetarian on the menu. It's been great. And at this stage, I have to say I don't miss meat at all. But one thing I haven't had in the last few days that I just realized yesterday have so many vegetarian options is dumplings. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it before. Usually when I get dumplings, I get some variety of pork inside. My absolute favorite is pork and chive. But there are so many delicious vegetarian options as well to choose from. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's see what kind of vegetarian options they have at this very local little dumpling house. 你好，你们这里有吃素的吗？有。有什么？
韭菜鸡蛋的，小南瓜鸡蛋的。
哪个比较好吃？
你要吃我就一样给你放一半嘛，你尝一下。
Okay, 一半一半。
你尝一下。
Great, 谢谢. Great success. Here they actually have 2 vegetarian options, both of which include egg as one of the main ingredients. And she's actually going to give me a serving with half of one, half of the other, so we can really have a taste. So just while I'm waiting for my dumplings, there's just one thing I wanted to add, a bit of a trick of the trade. When I'm traveling in rural China or when I'm eating at restaurants that look a little bit, I don't know, not as clean, I without fail will order vegetarian. Look, I'm no expert on food poisoning and food safety, but I just feel that meat is something you should eat at places that you trust or you know are clean and, you know, have a good turnover. It's worked for me. I haven't gotten sick in the last 4 years in China by following that rule. So yeah, just thought I'd share a little tip with you. So I've already ordered my dumplings and I'm here talking to you guys about food safety, and I look over at the table beside me and literally look what I find. Oh my god, I'm glad I'm eating vegetarian here. Seriously, nothing that makes me happier than a plate of steaming dumplings. So this one is egg and chive, and to be honest, you don't really miss the meat in that. The egg gives it a juiciness. In a normal pork and chive dumpling, the chive takes the majority of the flavor anyway, so I could be eating a pork and chive dumpling right now. It's absolutely delicious. So it says on the menu that this one is 香南瓜鸡蛋, and 南瓜 is pumpkin, so I was kind of expecting to get something like pumpkin-y, but this is definitely green inside, so maybe 小南瓜 is a variety of pumpkin that I haven't come across that happens to be green. 小南瓜. Nothing like what I was expecting. So I hope this little venture to the dumpling house has shown you guys that you don't have to feel restricted or feel like you're missing out when it comes to Chinese foods. You can get your dumplings, you can get so many other amazing foods and make your stomach happy. 你们这里有没有吃素的？
野菜的。
没有肉类的东西吗？好，来一个这个。This is the coolest, hottest new Chinese snack trend at the moment. You'll see everyone eating them. Basically what they do is they have like a ball of dough with some filling inside. They squish it, flatten it out, then they stick it on the inside of this like really, really hot oven. Then they take it out and it's crispy and hot and oh my god, it's absolutely delicious. And of course they also have a vegetarian option, so that's what I've gone for today. So this is the snack in question. Oh my god, it's really, really hot. Oh, the perfect snack. It's crunchy, no meat in that. So that's the end of my week being vegetarian in China. If this has even helped just one person feeling anxious about a trip to China, I'll consider this video a wild success. Also, I've only been vegetarian here in China for a week, and I'm sure there are people who have been vegetarian in China for a lot longer. So if you are a vegetarian in China or have been to China, please write below any of your tips, tricks, any special dishes that you would recommend. Let's make this a bit of a resource and a community for the vegetarians out there. But you know what? This week was a real breeze. I really enjoyed being vegetarian this week. So I'm going to challenge myself a bit more for next week's episode, in which I'm going to be going vegan for the week. So stay tuned for that one. Please subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.